1401, take one.
All right, sir. In the NATO organization, you invited France via de Gaulle to join. Did you feel that he would be a good partner in NATO?
Yes. France is geographically situated in a key position so far as Western Europe is concerned. They are really the bridge between Germany, Spain, and Italy. And it was necessary to have a NATO organization that was unified, and France was a necessary member of that organization.
Did you think that de Gaulle, as a person rather than just France, would give you complete cooperation?
I did at the time. Of course, I wasn't as well acquainted with him as people who had been more closely associated with him, but he's rather a prima donna and turned out to be hard to get along with. But he was we were in a position where he had to go along after he committed himself to do it, although he never hesitated to cause us trouble whenever he had an opportunity.
He caused trouble near the end of the war, as I recall. Could you tell us that story?
Near the end of the war, he was very difficult, and I never could understand it because the United States government had saved France 3 times, and he was trying to put it in a position as if it had never had to be saved by outside help. And well, that's one of the things I think that made him difficult to get along with. He's a very proud Frenchman and very proud of his country. And I didn't blame him for that.
Do you want to say anything about the attitude of President Roosevelt to de Gaulle?
President Roosevelt was over there at Yalta for the setting up of arrangements, some of which had been agreed on at Quebec by Winston Churchill and Mr. Roosevelt, President Roosevelt, and he went over there to implement those agreements. And at Yalta, they made 16 agreements with France and Russia and the rest of Eastern Europe in an effort to keep the free countries in Europe and Southeast Asia free. And Stalin agreed to that. Well, we never had any trouble like that with de Gaulle. De Gaulle was proud of France and tried to make France the leader of free Europe. And the necessity for help when it came time to make a maneuver always came from the United States. We were the cause of the recovery of all the enemy people in Eastern Europe and North and Southeast Asia. It's an unusual situation, an unusual program, because the victory hardly ever helps the vanquished to recover. We did just that, and of course we had to do the same thing for France that we did for the rest of Europe. And de Gaulle, being a very proud person, was rather hard to get along with. He was balky on a lot of things, but he usually came around when the necessity made it necessary for him to do it.
Cut.